Hey, hi, hello. We're on location today at Monterey High School, more specifically the Lubbock ISD Lunchbox Food Truck, where we have some culinary students serving up some food. Let's take a look.
Today we have our food truck of our Impossible Enchiladas, and it was originally he kind of just came into class one day and was like, guys, who wants to be in a competition? And we were like,
I actually had 5 teams compete for this competition. This is the team that won. They formed a group in class, and I gave them the requirements that Aramark had set forth. It had to be a vegetarian lunch entree, and then I just kind of let my students all brainstorm and come up with their own ideas.
so we were challenged with making a vegetarian lunch with the restrictions of like school food, so like very little salt, only a certain amount of like cheese, dairy, stuff like that.
But once one team won, then I helped them a lot when we went to the state competition in Houston.
We got to meet a bunch of really cool people. The head chef of Minute Maid Stadium.
Yes, we got to
them.
go to Minute Maid Park. That's where we cooked.
It was a blast preparing for it and seeing what the kids could come up with. All of my students who participated had like really good different ideas, but this one was just executed the best.
We originally were gonna do like a Chipotle bowl type vibe, and then he was like, maybe y'all could go even further outside the box and do like a stacked enchilada, and we just kind of kept building and changing it. We practiced like every day for like 3 weeks. It was crazy.
We've got 2 sides to go along with it to kind of cut the spicy. One of them is to cut the spiciness of it, and then this second one is a sweeter one that's meant to act like kind of a dessert in
It's
a
a little
sense.
sweet treat.
So tell me a little bit about your culinary class.
We're in advanced culinary at the ATC, and it's ran by Chef Gooch, who has honestly like so much experience that it's actually crazy, because he'll tell us about like stuff that he's been through, and it's just like,
He has some crazy references. I mean, if
That's what I
we're
mean.
talking about baking or something, he can name 5 or 6 pastry chefs he knows here in town, and that he could get to come and talk to us. He could,
or out of town too.
yeah, he knows so many people from out of town. It's crazy.
Now, we talked to a few of your students earlier, and they were super stoked to talk about your experience and all the things that you bring with people both in this area locally or out that can come and speak to them and that are specialists, and they always say how impressive it is.
That's awesome, because that's actually like one of the reasons I left working in the industry and started teaching, was because there's like a lack of professionals, especially in this community, and so that was a way I thought I could give back. And so it's really awesome having, Aramark, tomorrow South Plains, their culinary department's coming to my class to talk about their program, and it's great bringing that in and showing them all the different careers, because a lot of kids think that like the only job is going to be being a chef, but there's just so much more in the culinary world. And so, yeah, having those partners in the community is really important to us.
It was great to hear what the culinary students are making today. If you want to follow along and make this dish, you can go to our Lubbock ISD YouTube page and look up Cooking for Class for the recipe. Back to you, Aaron.